Good evening. It's so great to see everybody in this room. Hello members, colleagues, sponsors, CBC board members, past and present award recipients, friends, and CBC family. Welcome. My name is Jan Bohonik, and I am the president of the Chicago Building Congress. Thanks again to everyone for being here. What a momentous evening. The Chicago Building Congress Award of Honor is the highest personal achievement award that can be bestowed upon an individual in the Chicago building industry. Now in its 29th year, this prestigious award recognizes an outstanding leader for his or her lifetime contributions to the art and science of construction. This is a very meaningful event for the CBC, and I know for all of us here, this event is made possible by all of our sponsors. Please use the QR code to download the digital program that's on your tables. And I'd like to go ahead and thank all of our sponsors as well for tonight's event. Platinum level sponsors, Clayco, Helm Mechanical, Titan Electric, and MT Transit. Social media level sponsor, Thorne Associates, Krez Group, Skirto Cement Construction Limited, and a refreshment level sponsors, Rockwool, Rubinas and Messia Engineers. Thank you to every single one of you. We could not have an event like this without you. So, thank you. So tonight we honor Kevin McKenna. I'd like to have John Bunce, who's known him for a very long time, come up and introduce Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jan. As Jan said, my name's John Bunce, and I am Vice President of Chicago Building Congress, along with supporting Jan in all her efforts. Thanks to every one of you for joining us here this evening to honor Kevin. Kevin has been a longtime supporter of the Chicago Building Congress, and I want to specifically welcome him, his wife, and his family here tonight to join us. I am fortunate to have worked with Kevin for 20 years. I've known him as a friend, a colleague, and a leader. In fact, it was with Kevin's encouragement that I became involved with the Chicago Building Congress many years ago. For those of you who don't know Kevin, probably not too many here, but for those of you who don't know Kevin, it's my privilege to provide a brief introduction tonight. Kevin is the president of Clayco's Construction Group and a Clayco shareholder. He leads Clayco's Chicago office, as he has for the past 25 years, and is proud that it has consistently been rated as one of the best places to work in Illinois. Kevin has led major projects for clients all over the country, including an innumerable amount in Illinois alone. A key part of what he's done is ensure that Clayco's innovative, collaborative approach to delivering results for clients is carried out not only in the Chicago area, but across the country. But I know that it's the projects he has completed in Chicago that are closest to his heart. As you might expect, Kevin often talks about how much he enjoys building. But it's not just buildings. In his career, he talks about what he's enjoyed immensely is helping a client truly realize their goal of a new facility, starting with locating the perfect property, developing, designing, and building all the way through to the end product. But there are other types of building. Several years ago, Kevin told me he enjoyed building teams more than structures. He recognizes the importance of building people, of helping a young employee grow and meet his or her plans for a career. You could say Kevin's career has been built on building. But for Kevin, it goes beyond the professional to the personal, and his focus on family, helping his children develop and grow into adults with careers that allow them to build and grow businesses and careers for the next generation. Their success is his inspiration and greatest source of pride. Please turn your attention to the screen for a short video that we've prepared, after which I'd like to invite Kevin up to the stage to receive his award and perhaps say a few words.
Kevin embodies the best of Clayco's leadership. He has consistently served as a mentor and developer of the careers of young people.
It doesn't matter if you're a new intern, if you're a vice president, or everything in between and above. He just wants everybody to do well and succeed.
He has got a sense of, togetherness about him, and certainly just clearly a leader in the room.
Kevin's the type of person you go to him, you ask questions, and he'll tell you what he feels.
Kevin was one of the first major players that they hired in Chicago, and he really had an influence in Chicago, even starting out early. People saw that, that he was an up-and-comer, and that's what kind of stuck out where Steve really went after Kevin and hired him.
He's worked for a couple different contractors here in Chicago prior to coming to Clayco, and I think each step allowed him to understand how to be a better leader in his own world. How do I make myself better to be the best Kevin McKenna I can be? And then use that to help teach everybody else and tutor and mentor others in the company to continue and do that themselves.
The first time I interacted with him was actually when they moved from the Oak Brook office to the downtown office that had just started to take shape. So it was clear how well that team respected Kevin and his leadership. It gave me the sense of, this is a culture that clearly is going to stay together, clearly is going to do things together, and is having fun.
To me, growing this office, when I came up to Chicago, this office had maybe 20 or 25 people in it. We have a couple hundred in there now, and you still feel that same culture, that same energy from when we were here 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Kevin has probably had the biggest hand in making sure that that's a success.
He has consistently nurtured, fostered, developed an inclusive and collaborative environment in the Chicago office, and that has led in great part to the consistent growth that we have seen over the past 2 decades.
The one thing that jumps out at me, his uncanny ability to get the most out of people, right? He just understands their strengths and weaknesses, right? Knows how to shore those up. I can go to him at any level as a friend first, and that's how we start our conversations, like, what's going on?
I haven't really told Kevin this, but I kind of think of him as the wise uncle that you go to, and I think that sort of demeanor is necessary with what we're dealing with. We deal with problems all day long.
We've had several challenging schedules time and time again, and you can't make the schedules without being that person that people trust. Kevin is very successful because he is honest.
Reliability, dependability, and accountability. I mean, those are the 3 things that just jumps out at you and just goes, he just has the knack and ability to pull more out of people, right? And so with those resources, firm but fair, and he uses that with the subs, with the folks that work at our office.
That's really where his calm demeanor, his ability to assess, his ability to analyze. It's an amazing thing to be able to have somebody like Kevin to bounce ideas off of.
I always want Kevin on my team and in the room when we have those situations.
From a company level, right, trying to make sure that we're doing the right thing in the communities that we're working, right? Make an impact, whether that's local or it's national, right?
When you have a construction project, we got to be good neighbors. Not only the city, but it's the residential areas around the projects. It's the businesses, getting them involved in bringing lunches to the job sites. And every aspect that we have on that job is critical. Keeping the streets clean, keeping our job sites clean, even controlling the workers, their language, and what we do and how we look. That impacts the community.
It's when you see that behavior lived out when it's hard, when no one's watching, and that's when you really learn as an adult, learn as a person, learn as a professional, how you should be responding to these challenges. And it gives you a framework and a reference point.
One thing you could tell about Kevin is that he's very transparent and open with everybody, right? He's very connectable, right, to people. And sharing is what he does, right? He's probably one of the most generous people I've ever known.
He has consistently been a leader in many of Clayco's charitable efforts and the efforts we make to make an impact beyond the walls that we build at Clayco.
The Kids Dig event, right? It was, I don't know if you know much about that one, but we started doing that 3 years ago.
It's a partnership with Lurie's Children's Hospital here in Chicago. Kids come out for a couple hours and just be a kid. They get to ride on the equipment, they get to pull the horns, and it's just an exciting day. Kevin really does care about how he can make a difference in the community and what that meant. And just the pride on his face that day was awesome.
That probably is one of the more emotional ones for me. And just see the joy on the little kid's face is, that's just something that words can't even describe. That to me is probably one of the more recent, more impactful ones. But that's what he does. He's always done those things, right? Always bringing and paying it forward.
It's the authentic self that comes out at work over especially this many years, and having somebody to say, okay, you don't have to become the quote unquote exec. You can do all of those things and command respect and command a following while staying true to yourself and being humble. It's okay to take yourself not so seriously once in a while about, especially when you're talking about the Cards and Cubs. I think it was Steve who put up a chicken coop in the front of Kevin's house. And it was just like a gigantic St. Louis sign. I don't know, I'm not totally sure what the chickens had to do with it, but nonetheless, it's just one of those things that it was a good way to keep the rivalry going between the Cubs and the Cards. And they were all in good fun, but pretty much part of the culture here. It's just part of the fun.
I feel like I have like a brotherly relationship with him. So he's a big brother. We always joke about our ages, right? But for the record, he is older than me by a little bit, so.
Kevin's been here for almost 26 years now.
I started at Clayco 20 years ago. I've known of Kevin. He's been a partner at Clayco for a very long time.
What you see today is who he was 27 years ago. A lot older, a lot older.
I heard upon his pending retirement sometime in the near future, 2, 3, 5 years, 6 months, whatever it may be, I know his goal is to go and travel the world and golf as much as he can.
Have you ever gone golfing with Kevin?
I have. He's not that good.
Now, I'm not exactly the right judge of golf ability, but everyone who's played with Kevin I know thinks, he certainly knows his way around a course. So
We've golfed, really only once or twice, and still the same Kevin, right? Kevin took the time to kind of, hey, this is what you're doing wrong. You might want to try this or you try that.
He thinks he's a really good golfer. I've never golfed with him, but he loves golf, loves running, right? And so those are some things that he likes to do to kind of take the edge off.
I know he's a big Grateful Dead fan, big runner. He's always been super active, athletic. I wish I had that. Motivation.
Kevin's a little bit of an adrenaline junkie. He scuba dives, loves to skydive, golf, run, skis. He is very competitive skiing. We have been skiing together. There was a certain time out in the back bowls of Vail that the snow was dumping. We both went into the trees. I was ahead of him a little bit. I fell, wiped out, feet are behind me, and I hear a swoosh, 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 and it was Kevin, and he dumps me with snow. I asked him, I was like, you didn't even care if I was all right? He's like, I figured you were. Are you? Yeah, get up, let's go.
We did a fishing trip out on Lake Michigan, and just bonding and just not talking about work, but just joking around, and just really it's like a bond of brothers. Loves fishing, right, and loves his family.
Family is a big deal to Kevin. He pushes all of us to try to be the best persons we can, not only at work, at home.
We are definitely going to make sure our priorities are correctly stacked. And family is at the top of that stack. Kevin's just an amazing example of that.
He's allowed me, as my professional growth, to advance, providing myself with a lot of opportunities for my family. and I'm very appreciative of that for his belief and confidence in what I can do to help make Clayco continue to be the best company that it can be.
When we're out and we're, either at happy hours or dinner or anything like that, we're kind of showing ourselves as the same family as we do in the office.
And me coming to Clayco, that was a tough part in my life at that time when I was leaving the company I was at, and Kevin brought me with him. So it was probably the biggest impact in my life. I've been here for 27 plus years, and I want to change where I'm at today. And that's because of Kevin.
Kevin's friendliness, positive attitude, and competitive spirit combined to make him a great team leader, committed to doing his very best for the client, for Clayco, and for the building industry. Congratulations, Kevin.
To me, one of Kevin's biggest attributes is a strong sense of family that he has with his wife, Patty, and his 4 children, but also that he brings across our entire family. Having a strong set of family values is also what Kevin brings to his Clayco family day to day, which has helped make the company successful. As his brother, I've had the opportunity to work closely alongside Kevin for the last 10 years, which has just been very special to me. I also just want to take this opportunity, Kevin, to thank you for your amazing mentorship to me, both personally and professionally. I can't thank you enough. Congratulations.
One thing I've always admired about you, construction is a tough business, and you seem to be able to work with partners, subcontractors and owners, people in our office, and projects in a way where you try and usually succeed in helping everybody be successful. And that's one of the hardest things about management in construction, at least that's what I have found. It's tough for everybody to succeed, but you do a great job at making that happen. But moreover than that, I think the reason I respect you and always liked you so much when I worked with you was that you're a great husband, father, and friend. And that's why I admire you so much. You deserve this more than anybody I know. Congratulations, Kevin.
Congratulations, Kevin. It's been a privilege to work with you for the last 20 years and to develop a friendship that's going to last a lifetime. I knew many years ago that you had all the skills to become the great leader that you are today. I wish you the success at both work and with your family. I have one last word of advice though, and I know you'd like to listen to me, is retire early and join me on the golf course. Bye.
Hey Kevin, congratulations on this great award. It's definitely something you've earned. We're wishing you all the best from here, and hopefully you'll drink some pints of Guinness tonight.
Congratulations to Kevin McKenna for receiving the CBC Award of Honor. It's a very well-deserved award. Congratulations, and thank you for your great service to Clayco and for all the communities in which we work.
Kevin, congratulations on winning the CBC Award of Honor. I mean, well-deserved. Couldn't go to a better person.
Thank you for all that you do for Clayco, for me personally, and all the mentorship that you've provided. I think it's been a big part of who I am today and why I'm here. So thank you so much for all that you do, and congratulations, well deserved.
Kevin, congrats. You absolutely deserve this award. Incredible run that I've had with you. You've made my career special. Very proud to work for you.
Congratulations on the CBC Award of Honor. Kevin, I can't imagine anyone else that deserves this more. I've enjoyed working with you all these years, getting to know you, having conversations, looking up to you as the wise uncle, and I hope that we continue to work together for a much longer time after this. Congratulations.
Kevin, as the honorary McKenna brother, congratulations on the Chicago Building Congress Award of Honor.
Wow is about all I can say. That was well put together and well deserved. Kevin, you're already on your way up, so we'd love to present this award to you.
Kevin, on behalf of the CBC, please accept the 2024 Award of Honor for all of your great achievements in the construction industry and the community.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you, I'm a little overwhelmed by all that, so thank you very, very much. We probably have to clear a couple things up, though. Jerry's older than me. I'm an excellent golfer, and I'm not retiring anytime soon. But so first of all, John, thank you for the kind words. Yeah, John and I go way back. He's been a good friend and partner in the business with me. And thank you to Chicago Building Congress for this great award. And, you know, being mentioned in the same breath as Jim McShane, Stan Pepper, Mike McInerney, our own Lamar Johnson is really something special. So thank you. And thank you to the CBC for creating a forum like this for our industry. You know, we need something like this. Our industry is based on relationships and building it and friendships, and it always has been, and this gives us a forum for that. So thank you for that. And I'd probably just say thank you to the entire industry. I mean, it is probably the most giving, forward-thinking industry I could imagine. There's so many people and companies that we know that are so willing to give of their time, talent, and treasures to go help people. And I think we saw some of that, but I know all you companies, all our competitors, all are involved in some way. The Cub Scouts, you know, serving underprivileged areas on the south side of Chicago. You know, Lurie Children's Hospital. It's just great what this industry does, and I am very, very proud to be part of it. So thank you to finance, architects, designers, construction people, legal, everything. It's really great. And then probably the thing I'm most proud is, as you guys heard, is my family. You know, I'm a builder, always wanted to be a builder, but watching my kids grow and develop into who they are and their success is great. And it was so great. Leah's not here, my assistant. Anyone who knows me knows Leah is the one who really keeps me moving, and she's sick, and Leah does not miss an event. So she's really not feeling well, so thanks. And Leah's the one who really worked to put that thing together. But the family, and I have my oldest daughter, Maggie. I call her Dr. Maggie, but she's a PT of physical therapy at Loyola. She's here. Patrick is the only one in my family who's in our industry. He works for Aon in their surety group. My daughter, Mary Claire, flew in from Denver. She works for B of A in their security group. And then my youngest son, Daniel, works here in Chicago for Deloitte in their advisory group. So I'm really proud of them. And, you know, I equate it to building. You know, you start little kids, build a foundation, and you watch them grow, and you kind of shepherd them when they move off the rails a little bit. But other than that, so I'm very proud. And then the biggest thing I'm proud of is my wife. We moved here in 1989. We didn't know anyone. And the people, my first job was the Harold Washington Library, then went over to the Amico building when they were taking the skin off it. And the subcontractors and the people we worked with became our friends. But as we grew and the family grew, you know, Patty never complained, and our business requires a lot of effort. And, you know, when we moved from Power over to Clayco, I called her up and said, I think we should take this job. It's a great opportunity. They're going to start an office, but it's going to be a heavy lift. And, you know, this is going to be a partnership we had just had our third child. And, you know, and then when I took over the office, we had our fourth child, and I was traveling all over the place. Never once, and I mean it, never once did Patty ever complain. It was just the opposite. She was, thank you for traveling. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. So, you know, I can stay home with the kids and we can grow our family. So that I am really appreciated for. So thank you. Love you. Thank you, everyone.
What interests us is getting better every day. Being on the cutting edge of technology, doing what we say, and whenever we can, going beyond our promise and delivering even more than is expected. Expanding operations and growing is a priority too. We want to help more customers, employ more people, and provide more opportunities for our team members to advance within the company and in their lives.
Hi, my name is Mike McInerney, and I'm with Titan Electric. It is truly an honor to have the opportunity to speak to you about Kevin McKenna. Kevin is without a doubt one of the pillars of the construction industry, not just in Chicago, but now nationally. I've had the privilege to working with Kevin for over 30 years, and in all that time, one thing has never changed: his sincerity and trustworthiness in everything he does. Kevin doesn't just lead, he empowers those around him. He builds relationships that are rooted in respect and mutual growth. When you talk to people at Clayco, the message is clear. Their success as one of the biggest and most well-respected general contractors in the nation isn't just about the numbers or the projects. It's about the culture Kevin has fostered, a culture where people feel like family. That's the kind of environment where people thrive, and it's a testament to Kevin's leadership and his vision. From those early days on the 8th floor of Oakbrook Terrace to the national powerhouse that Clayco is today, Kevin has been at the heart of that journey. His drive, his integrity, and his ability to connect with people have all made a difference. For me, Kevin has been more than just a customer. He's been a leader, a mentor, and most importantly, as a friend. Kevin, congratulations on everything you've accomplished. Thank you for your leadership, for your example, and for your friendship over the years. You've left an incredible legacy, and I'm grateful to have been part of your journey. Thank you, Kevin, and congratulations.